Hello and welcome back to HLS Crypto. My name is Dan. So what we really need here, but I think you get done for copyright, is "Don't You Know, Pump It Up." The quality song that gets everyone buzzing. Can Trias hit $1,000? So we'll look into that obviously in this video. Trias is pumping right now, and it's great. If you hold Trias, like I'm a massive fan of Trias. I've been a big supporter of it. Even back in sort of 2021, it was one of the projects I held, and I do really believe in the project. I think it's very good. If you look at this video here that I made 4 months ago now, the video was titled "Why You Need 1,000 Trias, Don't Miss Out." I think back then, we'll check the price of the coin back then. It was significantly lower than it is now, and Trias for me it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and better. As I said before, if you look at the website itself is very tech heavy. It's not user friendly. It's something that you don't really want to spend a lot of time kind of reading through unless you're into the kind of real tech side of things. I know that a lot of the time you're here to kind of see what could make the potentially the best gains and things like that, because a lot of people, particularly who watch crypto YouTube videos, tend to be more about the profits that we can make. And I understand that, because particularly if this is kind of your first rodeo, or you've had the bad experience of the last rodeo like myself and many others have, um, it can it can just be more about the gains. And I get that, and it is certainly for me too, because I want to try and make life-changing money in this next bull run. And obviously I've got some different goals and different dreams, obviously, because I want to kind of go a little bit off grid, get a nice little patch of land, and try and live as self-sufficiently as possible, obviously with continuing with an internet access, because I wanted to be able to talk to you guys still, and still make videos and things like that, 'cause I think it's really important. So you can flick through this website if you wish. Lots of things there. There's the Trias token economy. One of the good things, because it does have an ecosystem. It is branching into different things, um, which you can click on here. You've got Triathlon, Tasima, and Ethereum. It's all going really well. There is good news. I know a lot of people as well are concerned about the Qcoin ST tag, and it has been kind of like a stick to beat Trias with over a lot of months since it was kind of announced. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago. It is quite annoying. I do get that. It is annoying having that there, because it does, you know, play into that element of doubt, and so I completely understand it. But I read uh, through the Trias Telegram, and there was a post in there that said that they believe they've submitted all the necessary documentation. So Qcoin have received what Trias believe to be enough for that ST tag to be removed, as I understand it. They think the talks are progressing well. So in my opinion, we're hoping to get rid of that ST tag. I know that Trias are, and I know that probably Qcon would probably like to get rid of it too, because it does obviously help with trade and volume and things like that. It gives people more reason to actually hold the project as opposed to trading it. As you know, I'm not a trader. I just like to buy, hold for the long term. Yeah, if there's a coin that absolutely moons, and we can make some quick gains off it, I would obviously enjoy doing that. But it's something that would be a back burner, small percentage of the portfolio. Trias is one of my biggest bags. It's one of the things that I've believed in for a long time, as you guys already know. So at Crypto Proselyte, see, this is the thing as well. Crypto Twitter or Crypto X, no one's got that. It's simple, easy username. No one's got Crypto Smith or something like that. It's always something a bit more difficult. But so Trias is moving to $100 in 2024, and possibly to $1,000 in 2025. Now we'll look at how likely that is in a little while. I fully believe $100 is right on the cards. I mentioned that 4 months ago in that video that we made. It has all the essential ingredients to explode. Trias at $1,000 is a $10 billion market cap. Scarcity, which we'll touch on in a sec. So it's only got a 10 million total supply, and they are all in circulation. CoinGecko doesn't update that. I don't think CoinMarketCap has either. I still think they have like a 9.8 million circulating supply there, but it isn't. It is actually 100% in circulation. It's got a low market cap. The mainnet should be coming this month. Obviously, with crypto projects and things like that, you can have delays, and delays may cause that price to retrace a bit, and then maybe that would be the time to buy too. But if it goes full steam ahead and is launched when it's expected to, it could have a much bullish outlook on what's going to happen next. We obviously don't know exactly what the whole crypto market space is going to do as a whole. So I still think there's a little dip left. I still think there is a little dip left coming. Um, but also, we don't know what's going to explode next as well. So I mentioned yesterday that I thought that are we sort of approaching a bit of a meme season? I saw House of Crypto talk about potential meme season. He discussed some projects on the engine blockchain, I think today. So there are different narratives to this. Trias is absolutely not a meme coin, by the way, in any way, shape, or form. It's deflationary. It's got the AI narrative. It works with China, and it's a layer one. So there's a lot of bullish things that are about the space. Also, Trias themselves have put out their weekly update. So the Triathlon lab, the Chain Shadow, is live. You've got it's published part one of its blockchain security guide, and the ZK or ZK bridge testnet transfer campaign is being planned. Stay tuned. You can click the weekly update and you can have a little flick through that if you wish. That again is quite tech heavy. It's quite a tech heavy project. If we look at the fact that it is now actually trending, so Trias is trending, which is obviously bullish. And it says here, so there's a few different ones to kind of flick through, but Trias trying to break through in Bitcoin pair on the weekly. So this is more for charts and things like that. It's looking like it's going to be pumping through that, and the futures have gone. Trias, someone who I think this guy appears to me like a trader. He said, "Finally, this one's really tested my patience." But patience is a virtue sometimes in the crypto world, specifically if you are doing your buys now and you're planning to sell in 2025 or at the peak or as close as you can get to the peak of a bull run. So I think he took profit after 112% move up. That's absolutely fine. I'm not taking profits. I'm just going to keep accumulating Trias. Again, I've paused DCA this month, but then as of next month, we'll reassess and have a go again. It's got a new listing on LDX.fi. Someone's put, I'm cancelling my Pornhub subscription. This is all I need to watch, which is the Trias chart. And as you can see, it's a very significant green candle. It's been pumping over the last couple of days. Trias has given people an equal opportunity to achieve unequal results. The rest is up to them. So it goes through. Trias arrived at one of the most important resistance levels from the last bull market. Break this, and 10 to 12 is next. A lot of bullish sentiment on X.com, and as you can imagine, that's probably why it's trending. So it's currently up 7.2%. It's at $6.56. Again, I'll show you the 90-day chart. We were talking about this down here at under $3, and it's now I think it nearly kind of approached $7 today, and I expect this to continue. It may have a retrace from now, but I expect this to continue long run. So in the bull run, these prices for me, I personally believe, are going to look very, very minuscule. It's only got a $67 million dollar market cap, and that for me is very, very low still. It's got bags and bags of potential. As we said, there's only 10 million maximum supply, and if you look at the population of Portugal, it means that not everybody in Portugal would be able to have one Trias. So imagine you had 1,000. It's scarcer than quant, and it's scarcer than Bitcoin. Yes, different use cases, but it says to me that if supply shock hits, and these are all off the exchanges, people are going to be paying a premium to own Trias. And during the bull run, when we start getting them big bull run moves, people are going to be trying to do a lot of things to buy in. They're the ones who are going to come in late, but they're going to come in and buy Trias. But at what price are they going to be buying it at? Now, because we're getting a very significant discount, I still think the price is low, for the long run. But again, you could have retracements and things like that. So you only buy what you feel comfortable with buying. I'm not telling you to buy Trias, but it is one of my favorite projects, and that's how I feel about it. If we look at this, which is the coin perspective, if I move myself out the way a little bit here, so if we look at Trias, now I think $100 is a minimum expectation. I said that I think that's, I'm not going to hold for $1,000 Trias. I will be taking my profits well earlier than that. And yeah, sometimes that means you've left a bit of profit on the table, unrealized gains long run, but I'm just wanting to make the best of an opportunity that I can possibly get. And $100 for me is absolute bare minimum, which is now only a 14x. I think back then when I first made the video, I think it was a 30x. So significant, right? Then you've got the possibility of it going to 1,000. So if we look at 1,000, it would need a $10 billion market cap, as we said, and it'd be 154x. Now, a $10 billion market cap isn't that out of the question when you consider that the next crypto entire market cap could be anything between 6, 10, $12 trillion, which is massive. Um, will I be holding to 1,000? No, no, I won't. You might be thinking 500. So we'll have a look at 500. It's a 76x and a $5 billion market cap. But I think this, because I'm having to look, kind of reevaluate some of my, profit taking strategy on this one. I've had to sort of kind of relook at it because if this does continue to pump in the way that it's looking like it might, then 250 could be a very reasonable target. $250 Trias would give it a $2.5 billion market cap, which again, that's quite low. It's still less. It's less than Casper's is now, or less than Casper's certainly was. I think that hit three. Did it hit around about $3 billion market cap? So that would be £250. $250 Trias would be a 38x. I don't think that's too shabby. I really don't think that's too shabby. Again, I'm going to be taking profits before, like around the $100 mark, slightly before, and then potentially going over that. But again, we'll reassess as we get closer because we can see that we'll have a better idea of sentiment. But if this Trias doesn't get marketed, it doesn't do marketing. It's very under the radar. Not a lot of people talk about it. If you actually look through YouTube, it's very under talked about. I actually made my very first ever video on the HLS Crypto channel about Trias. It was the one of the coins I've always been very passionate about, very strongly behind. So that's just my opinion. Could we hit that $1,000 mark? Potentially, yes. 10 billion isn't that out of the question, given the fact that we know what the bull run's going to be like. Am I holding for that? No. So if you do and you bought Trias then and it hits 980 and you don't take profits, then that's on you, unfortunately. You don't want to be doing that, right? So if you enjoyed this video, if you did, please smash the like button. It really does help the channel. Subscriber-wise, growing absolutely superbly. We're over, like we said yesterday, over the 2,500 subscriber mark now. Can we run down to the 2,600 subscriber mark? I think 3,000 by Christmas Day might be a little optimistic now, but we will keep trying because that's what we must do. We must keep going forward and seeing what we can achieve together as we go along this journey. Wherever you are in the world, whatever you're doing, have an amazing day, have an amazing evening. And as always, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Goodbye.